Hey y'all, welcome back to Harmon Homestead. I'm standing in the portable greenhouse and I'm watering all my seedlings. I was going to show you our tango leaf lettuce. It is starting to get a true leaf and I'm just watering everything here. There's our red Russian kale. And again, I'm just using my little turkey baster here. Seems to work great with watering these seedlings in the little plastic bath cups. But I wanted to show you. I keep trying to look each one. It's so hard to see. Let's see here. The seed cups really dry out in the greenhouses with the direct sun. That is definitely something you're going to have to watch when you're watering. But look here, this is the Dr. Wash's tomato from Baker Creek. Those germinated today, so I'm super excited. Those were started March the 5th. Trying to see if I got anything else that's starting. So March the 5th, almost 3 weeks, and here they are. And I was trying to see, I thought I had one more up here that was starting. There's my other tango leaf lettuce, okay? Look at the seed cups. I just watered these yesterday. They really dry out. You can tell that one's dry because the water's just standing on top. It takes it a minute to soak in. That one too. But there you go, 2.5 weeks in this little greenhouse, and it's been in the 40s, it's been in the 30s. This is just a plain, regular $70 pop-up greenhouse, so I'm pretty excited about that, guys. Check out something else we've got going. Okay, so this was my very first hatch of chicks. These are 3 olive eggers, Wyandottes, and a ton of silkies. So, look at that. Tonight is supposed to be very cool. These are definitely old enough to go outside. They're over 6 weeks old. Everybody appears to be fully feathered. So I said, let me give them a little bit of shelter because this pen is on legs and it's raised up. So I took some of my old buckets, $1 buckets at the time, and they even still had remnants of potting soil in there. And I put shavings down in it. I know the shavings aren't going to last. It was just to add a little bit of warmth. And we actually zip tied these. Let me see if I can zoom in. We actually zip tied these to the wire. So it gives these chicks a little bit of shelter. They can huddle up. Now this pen has rails on the top where they can jump up and fly up, but I put these buckets in here just to give them an extra little bit of shelter temporarily, just for this weekend and the remainder of this week to get in, okay? But they all seem to be doing fine. Let's see if I can zoom in. Look at her. Oh, how pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I thought that was a good creative idea for something laying around. I told you in the other video that I was not getting rid of my buckets. There's always a use for buckets and stuff like that around a homestead. And if anything, this may just be entertainment. Silky's over here trying to dust bathe. If I can just zoom in on it. Look at that. They want to get on the ground desperately, but it's just not time. But anyways, that's something that they can get into tonight. Huddle up, cuddle up if they don't want to fly up on the roost poles, and have just a little bit of shelter with a zip tie and a $1 bucket that was already here. Never throw anything away on a homestead. All right, so we are inside and I wanted to show you 1 month what these look like. This is our very first black creme Baker Creek tomato at 1 month. Now these have been stunted. They've been severely stunted. We never could figure out why. I think it's the weather, but anyways, that's what we got, okay? Here is our Thornburg's terracotta. the Sart Rollois, Dr. Washi's Yellow, and Brimmer. Okay, so over here, these were started, look at the difference, guys. These were started on 3/2. Today's the 24th. Look at that black creme. That's the difference, what heat makes in sunlight. Brandywine. These have just jumped. We've got, now the leaves are wilted a little bit. Brandywine, I think it's because of the sunlight. And it has been super sunny the past couple days, and this window is hot. Another Brandywine. Black creme. And look over here. Look at all of this. I mean, I'm going to have to clip these. Look at how these have jumped. These are my aromas and my Amish paste. Let's see here. I was trying to see which one was which. This is the Amish paste that's not doing that well. The aromas did, like I said, I've got to clip these. They've just jumped. Okay. Next, look at all of these. These I replanted on 3/15. It's the 24th. Romas. Okay. Here we have a black creme. I have had really good luck with the black creme germinating. Romas. I'm going to have to go with the Roma as far as germination. Then we've got all of our kales. This is going to have to be up-planted, a lot of the lettuce. I did notice this, guys. This is the Baker Creek, the blue feather lettuce. He is not near as leggy as the Chinese narrow leaf lettuce. That's also the blue feather lettuce. Look how he's just fat and stocky. Got more kale here. But those are looking good. But these started on the 15th. Look at the difference. They've just jumped. I think it's the heat. I just started these. It was cold. There wasn't enough light. It was rainy. Now everything is kicked into overdrive. We've got more tomatoes down here. This is yellow Brandywine. And again, I'm going to need to clip these. This is, let's see here, Sart Rollies, however you say that. Thornburg's Terracotta. These were the 15th. We've got, and look there, we've got germination everywhere, guys. Everywhere. So, keep going. The moral of the story is, if something doesn't germinate and it should have already germinated, go ahead and replant. If you have the seed, restart it, replant, because your other seeds may do well in the meantime, just like my aromas up there in my Amish paste. But in the meantime, you'll have a backup plan, okay? That's the whole point. Whole point here. Keep going. You'd rather have too many than not enough. Also, guys, I want to show you this. These are the early fortune cucumbers from Baker Creek. Those were planted the 15th. He has just germinated. Today is the 24th. Early fortune cucumber, just germinated. Same thing, another cucumber. So we're still waiting here. Also, last but not least, that day I went ahead and planted my rampant Conte squash, okay? Gourd squash. The dark star zucchini is all germinating quickly. That's what we've got over here, okay? I believe I had a whole tray of dark star zucchini. Now, I do have the boko spinach. That has not germinated yet. So far, we've got squash, the zucchini, and the tons of tomatoes. And yes, I went ahead and did this inside, even though we've got the greenhouse, because I was just so nervous. I wanted to make sure that I was going to have tomatoes, because that's what we're focusing on. I mean, that is a big deal. Let's see here. That's the Troconda Kale. Beautiful. Just beautiful kale. Dazzling blue kale. Look at him. He needs to be upplanted. They just look great. They're a little leggy. Again, it's nothing that upplanting won't fix. I want you to see this, how long this has taken. This is narrow leaf lettuce that has just now germinated. A lot of it has to do with the weather. The sunlight, the cloudiness. But guys, you've just got to keep going and keep growing, because if you're planting and you're eating this food, replant it, okay? Replant it and have a backup plan.